shark bait has such teeth, dear.
In Situate, Rhode Island,
Right.
it is illegal to keep a flock of chickens in your motorhome if you live in a trailer park. So if you don't live in a trailer park, you can keep them there. But
Okay.
if you live your motorhome, like you have a motor, that thing you have is a motorhome,
It
right?
is, yes.
But you don't have a trailer park, so
No, it's up the street.
yeah. Okay, so if you go to this town in Rhode Island, you can bring your flock of chickens.
How are you supposed to feed the neighbors? Wow.
I don't know.
Well, hey, at least that's one of the few you've given that I could at least see what happened that kind of set that precedent. Some of these other ones, like how the fuck did you get there?
You're right. You're right. We pretty much know what happened there. And now you do too. How about that? Boom. Welcome. This is Pittsburgh Dive Bar Talk. That's tiny. I'm the Prince of Pittsburgh. And we are the only Category 5 podcast in the universe. We've been telling you that for over a year.
Long time.
And and no one's challenged us, so it's got to be right.
It's got to be true.
And then we are the most puzzling podcast in the Northern Hemisphere.
Mm-hmm.
And we've learned that the Southern Hemisphere is not worth jack shit. Yeah. And the Northern Hemisphere, that's half the world, in case you didn't know. And we are also alcohol influencers. We got all these influencers in the world that don't do shit. We actually give you something here. And now this is a fact I actually knew, but what the hell? I don't know if you knew it. The Beer Barrel Saloon in Put-in Bay. You ever been there?
I'm familiar, but I've never been.
Okay, I have, and I had a beer at the Beer Barrel Saloon because it's advertised as the longest bar in the world, 406 feet.
That's awesome.
And it is. It goes this way and then this way and this way. And it's pretty crazy. Crazy. But I come to find out later, and this is why I'm telling you now, even though this has been true for a while. The Humble Baron in Shelbyville, Tennessee. I think they just wanted to have. So they made one that was bigger, 518 feet. Although theirs is like a big round thing that I saw a picture of it. I kind of like how they did it at Put-in Bay better.
Okay.
And Put-in Bay is quite a drinking place. I don't know anything about Shelbyville, Tennessee, so maybe it is too. But if you go to Put-in Bay, and I recommend it, but you're going to drink. You're not going to. There's not a lot of activities to do.
You have to take a ferry to get across.
You do.
Yeah.
Yes, you do.
Yeah.
Yes, you do. And then once you get there, I think they had some real piece of shit 9-hole golf course. It just looked rotten. And no, pretty much if you're going to Put-in Bay, you're going to drink. But stop at the Beer Barrel Saloon. I guess that's the second biggest bar now, but it looked more.
That'll be like roller coasters. There'll be a new one.
Or
they'll
sure.
fix it to make it longer or something.
And some fuckhead in China will fucking do something, Okay. As you're watching this has a name. I don't know what it is. I just know it is Pittsburgh Dive Bar Talk, number 139. So what we do is we pick our favorite athlete of number 39. I didn't do much research on this. Did you?
Not really. I mean, I actually, surprisingly, there were 3 that came to name right away. And so no, I didn't bother. This comes down to 1 or 2, I think, for most people that we know. Either Larry Zonka or Cobra, right?
Damn, that's the 2. I didn't think you'd have Zonka. I didn't think you'd know him.
Oh, yeah. I mean, Willie Parker was 39
okay,
too,
that's right.
but those were the 2 I thought came to mind right away for me.
Okay.
Yeah, he was still playing right when I first started watching
Zonka.
football. Yeah,
was he?
He was at the end of his run, but yeah,
he had a good run.
Okay,
the Cobra for the Pirates just got in the Hall of Fame. Unfortunately, after he died, but at least he knew he got.
At least he knew.
Yeah, he did. Now, I'm going to give you one Larry Zonka because I figured you'd take Parker.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that's who I would take if I had to pick. But yeah, go ahead.
Zonka was on the cover of Sports Illustrated, I think, with his running back partner Jim Kick, if I'm remembering this correctly.
Okay.
Once again, I should have done the research, and I didn't. This was a quick week, though. We're recording a little early.
Yeah. Yes.
And but Zonka's sitting there and on the cover of Sports Illustrated. You thought someone would have caught this, but they didn't. He was shooting the bird.
Yeah.
see if you can find it. It's a cover of Sports. And he's not like doing this. He just on his on his leg. Yeah, he's just shooting the bird.
That's funny.
He was a hell of a running back, though.
Okay.
Hell of a running back.
You ever see that thing, Bill Ripken's baseball card? He has something written on the end of his bat.
No,
I'll have to find that too. It has like it's his baseball card. He's standing there like this, and the knob of his bat is at the end, and it has something written.
Billy
on
Ripken.
Yeah.
You know, I used to watch him a lot. I was a Charlotte fan back in the day.
Oh, wow.
And he came up through the system.
Okay.
And the 2 years I was really a Charlotte fan, he played both years.
All right.
So yeah, I saw Billy Boy play all the time. He was a hell of a player. Well, he became a good major leaguer.
Yeah.
So guess he would be pretty good in Double A, wouldn't you?
Yep.
Okay, now we're going to move it from sports to science. New Scientist magazine. I read it, so you don't have to. Tiny doesn't have to, but you're still going to be up on science, facts, and trends. How about that? Mm-hmm. Now, first headline. I give you 3 headlines a week. Deep rest involves perfecting the art of doing as little as possible. No shit! How much did they spend on this study?
Man.
I should have ended with that because that's the best one. But holy hell. Holy hell. No shit, scientists. Thank you. I thought deep rest. I thought when you deep rest, you wanted to have a lot of shit going on. But if you do have anxiety, LSD could be approved for treating anxiety.
Oh, now we're talking.
Yeah, so I wonder, can we just go and say we have anxiety now and get LSD? What do you think?
They're giving everything else out.
They are. They really
Why
are.
not fucking LSD too?
Yeah,
I've always wanted to see what my mind's capable of. By the way, I'm curious. I want to do it in a controlled environment so I don't go fucking crazy. But I've always wanted to try.
I'm with you. I'm kind of with you.
What's the big ayahuasca? You ever hear about all that stuff?
No.
People go. They have the ayahuasca shamans come and you do this whole ritual over a weekend. I'd be curious to do that too.
Is this like what Aaron Rodgers does?
I think so.
Okay, I did. Okay, I do know what it is. Yeah. I'd be all into it, except I'm not getting that fucking hot tent. No, fuck that. Fuck that.
With some shaman that's going to give you the voodoo child.
But yeah, I get fucked up with some chick.
Yeah, sure. Give me some LSD and a couple sugar cubes.
Yeah, hell yeah. Count us in. Where do we sign up? Okay, and then the last headline was satellites to provide sunshine on demand. That's kind of nice.
Hey, listen.
Yeah.
That kind of gets into the conspiracy theory weather control stuff, though.
It does. Yeah. It does.
Yeah. There you go.
Well, that's all I got
for
science. Oh, I got a lot more. Don't you be leaving yet. No, that's just for science. You didn't want much science anyway. We haven't talked about this.
Oh.
Yeah. And they get a new sheet. Because my sheet, and I'm not even going to bring up the other 3 because no use prolonging it. But we have living legends here at Pittsburgh Dive Bar Talk. And I decided without consulting my partner, I didn't think he would say anything, but we got 2 new ones. And it is Coach Ed.
Yeah.
And Jeff W.
Man.
Now, if you watch this, you know who Coach Ed is.
Of course.
He's been on here a couple of times, and he has added to the festivities, that's for sure.
Yes.
So he definitely deserves it.
I couldn't agree more.
And then now the other one, you don't know Jeff W. He's a good guy. I don't even know if he watches. Don't even know. But I'll tell you what he does do. Okay. Every time I ask him a question about anything, not only does he respond, he gives me reasons. Like you've heard a lot of his stuff, you just don't know because we keep that anonymous.
Yeah, sure.
But Jeff W. has given us a lot of good material here. So
awesome,
Coach Ed and Jeff W. You're the new living legends of Pittsburgh Dive Bar.
Congratulations to both. We'll have to have Coach Ed back on to accept,
definitely
where he can accept his induction ceremony.
And I might have to contact Jeff because, like I said, I don't even know if he watches us or not.
Now we need gold jackets or something, or maybe we could do like Hawaiian shirt jackets.
Wow, that would be something.
We'd have to use like the same one. That'd be expensive.
Yeah, I'll just give him a fucking t-shirt. How about that? Of course he volunteers that shit because that's usually the point. We each put money into this. We're losing money, but he loses his money on some shit. I lose my money on some shit. But that one would come under mine. That's so that's why why he wants gold jackets because I gotta fucking buy them. Okay, real quick. Today at the Y.
Oh.
This morning, I got there early. And there was a woman teaching all these old ladies in the pool. But she's out of the pool and she has a loudspeaker. And I'm in the sauna. That's how I hear all this shit. But she starts talking about why maybe they should think twice before they stiletto heels. Now, I haven't had to get up and look. The average age was 73. Do 73-year-old women wear is stiletto heels just like in our mind, like it's exciting, but it's not.
Not
no one
group,
over
not in that group. It's not.
No one over 32 wears stiletto heels, do they?
I hope not.
Okay, so
terrible imagery.
I just had to bring, as this lady's explaining why it's not good for you. I'm thinking,
terrible on your bunions.
You got the wrong crowd here, lady.
Oh, Jesus.
Okay, and real quick. Well, this won't be. I'll try to make this quick as I can.
Okay.
The Steelers got eliminated from the playoffs this week, and then Tomlin quit, and then I'm not getting into no, we're not like that. Yeah. We're not like that. But if it ever comes out, we knew. Just leaving it at that. But anyway, the Steelers just kind of cut all kind of shit, and maybe they deserve it. But I'll tell you what, I went down the game. Going to our buddy, living legend, we go into Pepe's.
Nice.
Me and my son-in-law.
Awesome.
And it is jam-packed.
Good for him.
Jam-packed. And they're playing old Steelers songs. And it was just so much fun. Then we go back to the parking lot and we have a few beers and everybody's coming by and it's just a happy, everybody's friends and high-fiving people you don't even know. And the game was not well played, but it was exciting for 3 1/3 quarters. And then the shit hit the fan. But I just want to give that. And I heard the city makes, for a home playoff game, makes over $100 million.
Wow.
Yeah, so as much as shit as we are giving the Steelers locally, damn it, they made the city over $100 million. They brought all those people together, and the ending sucked like it does every fucking year. But damn it, the fact that I got to go down there, and how many more of these am I going to get to go to? Sure. I mean, I won't even tell the story about it, walking down the steps and falling, and I wasn't even that fucked up. That was just... That was on me. So I don't know how many more, at least in the seats I have. I know I don't have too many more years. Okay. But I just think, well, damn, they provided that for us. Maybe they shouldn't catch quite the shit. You have anything you want to say to that?
No, I mean, it's, I can't add anything everybody already hasn't said.
Okay. All right. Let me move on then.
Yeah, that's fine.
And there's something I was going to say, but I'm not. I'll go on to the next one. But I did read this. Our girl, Meghan Markle.
Oh, no. Boy, I haven't heard from her in a while.
Well, she's demanding that Netflix crank up their PR machine to make her image look better. Because I brought this up about 4 weeks ago, and it's absolutely true.
Yeah.
Her father was close to death in the Philippines. Oh,
that's right.
Got a leg amputated. I think he's going to survive. It's still not sure yet. And she didn't even call. She emailed him. That's like the lowest form. You at least fucking text.
You good?
So anyway, she's getting some bad publicity. So she wants Netflix because they have some deals with them. And then as it turned out, her Love Meghan show that went down the tubes. And then I didn't even know this. I don't watch much Netflix. Do you?
There's certain things I watch, but
Well, do you know Huckamuck Fuck had a docu-series about polo? Geez, I wonder why that didn't work. Who? Talk about limiting audiences. Right. You know, the Winter Olympics is coming up, and even though I like it, they play a bunch of sports in the winter that no one's ever played. Like in the summer, we've all tried that shit. We were no good at it. But how many people have bobsled or slalom ski? I mean, no one does that shit. But still, it's a little
curling,
a docu-series on fucking polo.
Right. Yeah.
So anyway, what a family. Huckamuck's family doesn't like him, and Meghan doesn't like her family.
Yeah.
What a two fuck ups.
The only thing I'll say is,
Okay.
is I think, like, listen, if she's going to be pissed at them, I won't even fault her for saying she wants people to build her up. But because I mean, I think that happens so much that people don't even realize. Remember, Beyonce did that country album, and they paid all the radio stations to prop that up.
Right.
So I'm not even faulting her and her logic. But you negotiate that shit up front. Yeah, I'm going to sign this deal, and you're going to promote the fuck out of it. That's not Netflix's fault after it sucks.
No.
You didn't negotiate it right.
And fucking at least text your father when he's dying. Fucking email. I'm sure he was sitting by his computer as his fucking leg was off and he was falling off the fucking bed.
When they changed the blade on the saw to cut his leg off.
Yeah, down there. You're right. They might not even have changed the blade. Same one that they cut that cord of wood for, you know? Okay. If you haven't had enough, here's why you should keep watching this. We got Dear Tiny coming up. Two letters that he hasn't seen. We have gym stories that aren't really related at all. Actually, you brought it up, and it was a good suggestion, but I came up with something else that wasn't really related to yours. But they are gym stories. They are gym stories. I have just changed, and he saw that during the production. Well, he's not in on the production meeting. I have a personal Transylvanian Brain Freeze. I had 3 written up.
That's a show first.
But yeah, it is a first. It is a first.
Exclusive.
A personal Transylvanian Brain Freeze. We are in week 3 of season 5 of the movie and music game. I do have an Argy Bargy, and I have a lot stacked up too. Don't worry, that's not going away anytime soon. Would you rather? We have 2 people that you don't really know, but you should know. McKinzie Roth versus Maria Montgomery, and they are good-looking women. They are good-looking women. And then in Samurai Chatter, we're going to talk about your favorite, we're going to talk about ours. I guess we're not going to talk about yours. Favorite scents or aromas.
Yes.
Yeah. And there's a lot of them out there. And we're going to, well, it depends on if if we get real cold here, we're not going to talk about that very fucking long at all. So
we're as good as our resources allow.
That's exactly. And then we top it all off with a quote from Groucho Marx this week. Groucho Marx. So you stay tuned for Dear Tiny.
Welcome to the Dive Bar Show. We hope you have some fun. Crack a beer with the dive.
Now, here's something you don't know. This is Dear Tiny. Well, you know that.
I do.
But I think this is the 50th installment. Actually, I think it's the 51st, but I didn't say it last week, so I have to say it's the 50th.
And who's going to check? Who's going to check you?
Because I don't know if it's right. I did some quick math, but I don't know.
We'll go with it.
So welcome to the 50th installment of Dear Tiny, or the 51st. Hard to believe it's been going that long.
I'm telling you.
We did this for like, we thought a week or 2. Okay, you ready? I got 2 for you.
Let's go.
And why can we do this? We're 57 years of marriage with no divorce.
That's right.
And we'll try to get through this quick because I got to pee a little bit. How about that? Out in the snow.
Oh.
Yeah. Okay, this first one's from the Woodland Hills Wombat.
Uh-oh.
Oh, how about that?
Yikes.
Dear Tiny, the Wombat starts. Like most people, I have a drink or 2 on occasion to take the edge off. My loudmouth wife's side of the family intervened and told me I won't find happiness at the bottom of a tequila bottle. I told them, no shit, who on earth would be happy when their tequila runs out? Don't people have any common sense, Tiny?
I couldn't agree more. There's plenty of good times to be had at the end of a bottle. I've experienced that several times and know that always ends well.
Yeah.
Always ends well.
So Wombat, you just stick to your damn guns there.
That's right.
It's funny. Just I didn't even know this was the letter.
Yeah.
Even though I've heard from the Wombat before. We were just kind of talking about something similar there, you know.
Yeah.
But it's. Don't you worry, Wombat.
You're doing the right thing.
Okay.
You're doing the right thing.
Okay, and we're staying on the east side of Pittsburgh here. This is from the Penn Trafford Platypus.
Whoa. say that fast 3 times.
I'm not going to try. Dear Tiny, the platypus starts off with, my wife is one of those women that thinks she is always right.
Oh,
Sometimes I wonder if I should get out of our toxic relationship. Despite hundreds of arguments during our marriage, she has never apologized until yesterday.
uh-oh.
She told me that she is sorry that she ever met me. Tiny, do you think this is a breakthrough moment that will stabilize us as a couple?
I think somebody has a microphone in our kitchen. Listen to it. That's what I think. I don't think Google's the only thing listening to our conversations in our house. I think people got us mic'd up for something. That's what it sounds like to me.
You got anything else for the platypus?
No, I got nothing.
Good, because I got to piss. I'll be right back with some stories, and I'll be better for it then.
Jinx for everyone. Tiny Prince Harrelson, what is your favorite skin?
Welcome back to Pittsburgh Dive Bar Talk. What kind of music you playing for us tonight?
I didn't get shit for playing.
Oh, no, I like that
I
music.
liked it too.
Yeah. I think you should do it more often. And like I said, they like it in Belarus because we don't get fucking
That's right.
Russia and Belarus didn't say anything, did they?
Not yet.
No.
Not yet.
Little country music written by Jeff. You know?
Hey.
By the way, I saw him when I was in Pepe's last week and at the Steeler game.
Yeah.
And I texted him and said, hey, you working? And I didn't get a reply. Then, to his credit, he came and not to my table, but I could see him, and he was working hard.
Okay.
And then he gives me shit the next day. He said, hey, did it look like I was working? And I said, well, when you finally fucking got out there. And he said it was 13 hours nonstop.
Wow. Good.
However, no, right. And no one really likes to work 13 hours nonstop unless you're the fucking owner. All that money's going in your pocket. Because, okay, when we got me and my son-in-law got the last table.
Wow.
And it wasn't turning over too quickly. But as soon as the table opened up, obviously there were people waiting.
Sure.
And when we left, and this was at the game started at 8:15. We were there at 5:30.
Wow.
When we left, the line was all the way out the store and down Western Avenue.
Jesus.
So, yeah, I'm sure he worked hard, but that motherfucker, send some of that money our way, Jeff. Instead of bitching about you having to work one fucking day a year. Now, next time I hear from him, he'll be on the beach somewhere.
We'll be busy for the opener, I bet. Next, right? That'll be the next big one.
Yeah, you're probably right.
Yeah.
Probably right.
I'll be here before we know it.
Yeah, it will be. And we're looking forward to it.
Actually.
And if you didn't know that, you didn't watch last week, you son of a bitch. Okay, let's move on. Okay, this is segment 3 where we tell stories, or we're supposed to anyway. And these are, okay, Tiny brought up, it was a good suggestion, our time at the gym. Like I already told a gym story today when stiletto heel ladies telling 76-year-old women to watch themselves. So Tiny has a gym story about a gym he goes to. And I was going to tell one like that, but mine takes a little different turn. Okay. A little bit. But okay, Tiny, we don't know what we're going to say. You don't know what we're going to say, but it's going to be fucking good.
So I haven't been here in a long time, but this goes back to my days working with Sully. It's called the Exercise Warehouse. It's down in Bloomfield. It's right before you get to the Bloomfield Bridge if you're headed into town that way out of Pittsburgh. It's on the right-hand side, right before you get to the bridge. There's a lumberyard right next to it. There used to be a baseball field and stuff behind. I don't know if it's still there, but you could see it from the bridge. But it's right there before you get to the bridge. Exercise Warehouse. The owner's name is Mark Mackey. Great dude.
Is it still there now?
Yeah.
Oh, it is?
Yeah, it's still there.
All right.
Yeah, Mark Mackey, awesome dude. He and I got along really well. He liked me. He knew I worked for the bank. And there was a homeless guy that lived underneath the gym, and he opened a savings account for this guy.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, that's nice.
And he always tried to help this guy out. Well, the bank always tried to fuck with Mark because he wasn't on the account. He's like, but I opened it for this homeless guy. And so I was able to bridge between him and the branch manager to get him on to be able to see the account and help the homeless guy.
Probably one of the last nice things you've done as a banker.
That might be, actually. That'd be like 06. So yeah, it was about right.
Yeah, okay.
So I could do no wrong for him after that. Like he gave me a key so I could go in the mornings. Like,
Really?
yeah, he really hooked
Wow.
me. He hooked me up and he treated me like gold. There's a lot of stories he's connected and whatever. I mean, he's a union rep for the steam fitters. So I imagine from Bloomfield. So I imagine he probably is.
Yeah, he is.
Yeah, right. But I used to go there religiously at lunchtime, and it's not anything fancy. It's an old school building. It still had the overhead crane going over from, I don't know what it used to be a warehouse for, but the overhead crane was still in the building. And over time, what he did was he purchased the buildings on both sides, and then just expanded that way.
Okay.
So when you walked in, the overhead crane went this way. When you walked straight in, they had all the free weights and benches, all the upper body stuff in this side of the building. You had to do almost like a U-turn. You had to go all the way down and then cross and come back up to get into like legs and whatever. You were at the front of the building on the other side where the other building would be, right? Does that make sense?
No, but that's okay.
Like a U shape to get in, because you couldn't just go in both sides because it was two different buildings. So you couldn't just go in the front door on both sides. You could only go in this way and do a U shape to get around.
Okay. All right.
And then on the other side of this building, upstairs was where he did all his boxings. They were huge, and all those guineas are into boxing and all that crazy stuff. So they had all the boxing stuff upstairs. And again, everything was old, it was gross. So it wasn't nothing fancy, but it was nice. All the city cops always lifted there because it's in the city limits. They have to live in whatever. So there were always cops in there. Juan, the cop, is the strongest person I've ever seen in my life. Used to see him down at Pirate games all the time. And Red, white black dude with red hair. You ever see him down at the Steeler games or anything?
No.
He's a cop. He's used to lift there anyway. Red, awesome dude.
Okay.
So it was a great place to lift at lunch, because usually it was only like cops and whatever. And this Mark dude, the other reason I think he was connected, there were always when wrestlers would come into town, this is where they'd go to lift.
Okay.
Yeah. Strongmen competition. They used to actually, our buddy Greg, when he worked for GNC, he filmed a commercial there with strongmen.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Yep. So why does this all matter? I don't know.
I don't know.
I don't know that it does. I don't know that it really, the only thing that really does is the logistics of the building. Okay.
Okay.
Again, you got to do the U-shaped thing. So I'm doing legs one day, and again, you got to walk around to get to it. I'm doing legs, and I'm just about to finish up and go, and the locker rooms are up towards the front on the other side of the U.
Was this a co-ed gym?
Yeah.
Okay.
Actually, Robert Morris's old women's hoops coach used to go there. I used to see her all the time because I used to work there with her. And right when I'm getting ready to cross the threshold into the other thing, this huge dude comes around the corner, and he's got a gun drawn. And he's like, where's Nightmare or Night Train?
Night Train, I think you told me last
Night
week.
Train.
Yeah.
He's like, where's Night Train? And I was the only person on the entire other side of that building. I'm like, dude, I have no idea who you're talking about. He's like, yeah, you do.
Were you scared?
I was taken aback by it.
I would be scared.
He would point at it, but he had it drawn, and he was on a mission. You know what I'm saying? And he's
I've shit myself for a lot less. Let's put it that way.
Yeah. And I'm like, dude, I don't even know who you're talking about. He's like, yeah, you do. I'm like, dude, I'm just here on my lunch break. And he's like, where is he? I'm like, I don't know. And I froze, and he did one of these, he looked to, him looking this way was looking towards the front of the other side of the building. And he looked, and he saw that there wasn't anybody there. Now, I don't know if he didn't know there wasn't upstairs or not, because the steps are kind of off to the side to get up that way. So I don't know. But that's where he was.
Oh, Night Train was up there.
And he was hiding on purpose, I found out after the fact.
Okay.
He knew. He's like, tell him I want my money. I'm like, again, and I swear to you, at this point, I didn't know who he was talking about. I'm like, okay, but I don't know who he is. And no sooner did he do that, he must have had an accomplice with him up at the front desk. He's like, hey, Chico, let's go. They're, cops are going to be here, because they knew all the cops lived or whatever. So they knew what was going on enough to get in and out. But and then I come down, and this night it was Nightmare Stalwart or Night Train. It's supposedly John Stalwart's cousin or nephew.
Okay.
And he was a pro boxer, and he was supposedly legit and did all this stuff. He was looking for him, and 5 minutes later he comes down, and this is after they leave. And I go up to the front, and there were two guys that always worked the desk, old retired guys. Tony's a guy I call everybody Cuz, and he was working. I'm like, so then, Night Train leaves, and I'm like, dude, who was that? And he tells me the story, and I'm like, so like, is he? Oh, he's like, yeah, you don't want to mess with those dudes. I'm like, I wasn't messing with anybody.
Wait, Night Train said that?
No.
Oh,
Tony. The
okay, I got you.
After we left, and he's like, you good? And I'm like, I guess. I don't know. I've never had a gun pulled on me before. Like, Jesus. But it was fucked up, and there were so many other instances. I could tell we need to tell more stories because there've been cop stories or whatever, but. Yeah, this dude came looking for Night Train at the gym, and I didn't know who he was. And here he was hiding. I'm thinking, think about it after the fact. Like, dude, what would happen if he goes up there and shoots the dude? I'm like, he's going to shoot me next, right?
Right.
I'm a witness. Like,
yeah, he certainly should.
It would have been a big deal, and I was completely clueless. I didn't know he was up there. I didn't because. Again, the building was old. You would have heard like footsteps or whatever. So he must have known something was coming because he was hiding.
Maybe you should go back there again because if you got shot now, this would probably bring a lot
ratings.
more popularity. Ratings would soar. It would soar. Yeah.
Yeah. So that's one of many stories from Exercise Warehouse.
Okay, I was going to do a gym story like that, but I decided to do a gym class story.
Oh, there you go.
I used to teach at Alternative High School. I brought that up on another show. And Alternative High School basically was between 10 schools. It was kind of a co-op, and they sent their 10 biggest fuck-ups to the school. So you had, and if you threw one out, they sent fuck up number 11 there, who was sometimes should have been in the top 10. So that was Alternative High School.
Yeah.
So, real quick background thing. I went there for the interview, and I told them at the time, I ended up getting it later. At the time, I didn't have a damn teaching certificate. And I told them that, and they said, we don't care. I should have ran right then. Should have run. So anyway, early on, I decided I was going to try to be one of these new progressive gym teachers. And we went for a hike. And we walked up the hill, and we stopped in the woods. I knew this nice little spot, and I wanted them to all tell me something about each other. That didn't work at all. I'm
shocked.
We ended up going to a convenience store on, you might know where this is, Perrymont and McKnight, so they could buy cigarettes.
Oh, yeah.
But now it's late. I got to get them back. So we had to come walk back on McKnight Road. McKnight Road is 3 lanes, 3 lanes on each side. They weren't just taking up the 1 lane. One guy kept going in the second lane, in the middle of, not on purpose. He was doing it, and people were honking and shit like that. And he didn't give a fuck. And I'm thinking, either we're going to be late or I'm going to kill someone and I'm going to be in jail. Okay. So anyway, I said, okay, no more hikes, no more fucking hikes. Mm-hmm. So basically, what it came down to was that they once in a while would do basketball. When the weather was nice, we could go out, but it's Western Pennsylvania during a school year. How often is the weather nice?
Right.
Look outside.
Yeah, exactly.
So, okay, the basic thing was if they all came and would participate in 2 volleyball games, I would give them a break, which was a dope break. They'd go outside, they'd get high, and they'd come back and play a 3rd game, and then we'd kind of be done. And that was really nice because I taught basically the same people health the next period. And when they were fucked up, it was kind of a lot nicer on me. Yeah, because they fell asleep. And I know this isn't proper teaching, but hey, this is how it was. But then, okay, one specific day we're playing volleyball, and there's 12 guys, all potential criminals, and 1 girl. And she was kind of a nice little girl. I don't think she just fit in. That's why they threw her in there.
Okay, that's like a Hollywood script.
It is. So when they hit it, when she was in we rotated like you're supposed to do in volleyball. And when she was in the back row, she didn't have the strength to get it up to the front, and she said, I don't like it back there. So I said, okay, we'll just keep you up at the front.
Sure.
But then she really didn't have the strength to get it over the net either. She says, I don't like it up front. And I said, well, you don't like it in the back row, you don't like it in the front row. Where do you like it? And one of the guys right on cue said, she likes it jammed right up her ass. and before I could yell at him, she starts laughing. So I didn't say anything, and we just went on. And once again, he has plenty of gym stories. I have a lot of gym class stories.
More of those, yeah.
We may revisit this again.
Very good.
But so if you like it right up the ass, you should enjoy that story. I'll be back with for the first time in 139 shows, a personal Transylvanian brain freeze.
Transylvania Brain Freeze.
For the first time in Pittsburgh Dive Bar Talk history, we have a personal Transylvanian brain freeze. And you'll see why I'm doing this later on. Or maybe you won't. I don't know. It was about 2003, around in there. It was my last year of coaching ninth grade basketball.
Okay.
And I was at Deer Lakes, and I had a very mediocre team, which I did most of the time. Like, I had one good player and one big player and a bunch of shit players.
Okay.
A bunch of shit players.
Yep.
But we won about half the games that year, I think.
Okay.
But this was I made a mistake here. We decided to enter a postseason tournament.
Oh, yeah.
And usually shit teams don't enter that. And at first I heard some shit teams were going to be there. So I said, okay, maybe we can end on a good note.
Yeah.
And like I said, I was at Deer Lakes, and this was Highlands.
Okay.
Highlands.
Yep.
Guess who we drew in the first round?
Oh, no.
Highlands. We had played Highlands during the regular season, and they ate us a new asshole.
Oh, no.
Okay. And you can say, oh, in a game, anything can happen.
Sure.
That's in the pros or maybe big time college. When you get lower, no. If you think anything can happen in a game, it can't. It can't. Okay, I told you I had a good player and a big player. Neither of them would have started for this team.
Oh, wow.
And none of the rest of my players would have made their team. Okay. So this team was way, way better than us. As soon as I saw that, I said, shit.
Yeah.
So I had a guy on my team that hadn't scored all year. And I thought, man, he came to practice. He worked hard. He just wasn't any good. And I thought, man, if I could somehow get him to score. Well, the coach of Highlands was a guy that had come to CCAC.
Okay.
And we didn't have basketball then, or this guy probably would have played.
Okay.
But we didn't have a gym then. But he participated in activities, which is what I did, and we became friends. And I didn't know he was coaching at Highlands, so I thought, well, great. And then I told him, look, if this game goes like we both know this is going to go, I would like this kid to score. And I said, I don't want it at the very end. Could we do it in the third quarter? And he said, sure. And I said, we'll revisit this at halftime. If for some reason we're giving you a game, this is all off.
Yeah.
But we weren't giving them a game. It was totally out of hand. So I revisited at halftime. At halftime, I went up to him and I said, okay, he's not in now. I'm going to call a timeout. Let's switch some players. And then I'm going to tell him on the first play, get it to him. And I told him, you just take it to the hoop. And he told his players, stay the fuck out of the way and let him go in. And it worked out perfectly.
Nice.
Perfectly.
That's awesome.
Sometimes you can tell, but no one could tell. No one knew on my team because no one knew, but his team knew.
Yeah.
But they did it. They didn't make it overbearing.
It was
no. They were all on their man, but they just didn't help out. He went by his man, and he I thought for sure he's going to miss a layup. He makes a layup.
Nice.
And I didn't even add. He didn't make the team in 7th and 8th grade.
Oh, wow.
I kept him in 9th grade just because I liked him, and I knew he'd show up and work hard. So this is the first hoop of his career and the last hoop of his career. There's no way he was going to make the team the next year. So obviously we got killed, but to me, that's my main memory of the game.
Wow.
And you can't do that unless you know the coach. Like you can't do that with a coach. Hey, I know you're going to kill us. Can you, this guy's, he'd look at you like, fuck no. But thank God I knew this guy and he was humane about it. And that should be the end of the story. And it's pretty good.
That's a good,
why is this in Transylvanian Brain Freeze? 2 nights ago.
Oh, wow.
I'm watching the local news. teacher is in jail for doing some bad things, and it's him.
Oh, no.
Yeah. And it just made me sick. Matter of fact, I saw it on the news 3 nights ago, but I didn't put 2 and 2 together. And then actually, I read it in the paper the next day, and I said, and I'm not going to mention his name because I'm hoping he's fucking innocent.
Yeah.
But he's in the jail as we speak, and some more people have come forward. So I don't know, but like I said, I don't even have to say alleged because I don't say a name or anything like that. Right. But man, just a guy that was that humane that did that for and like just a great guy as far as I knew.
Yeah.
And now he's sitting in the county jail for doing some things. If he really did them, he belongs in the jail. But damn, that's why it's Transylvanian Brain Freeze. Can you think that a guy would do one of the nicest things in my coaching career?
Right.
And now the poor damn guy is sitting in jail.
In the pokey.
Yeah. So next week we'll get back to regular Transylvanian Brain Freeze, but sometimes I don't like to watch the news because that's not really the first time that's happened to me. And I hope to hell he's innocent, but I don't know. We'll be back with week 3, season 5, movie game.
Can Tiny really name that song? Samurai Chatter.
Welcome back, Pittsburgh Dive Bar Talk, week 3, season 5 of the movie and the music game. And in the movie game, I give you, this is a group of 2s. I give you 2 lines. I give you 2 characters. I give you 2 actors. And then you and Tiny, I'll give him this. The rest of you can pause. He can't pause. We try to take a little bit of time. But then he tries to guess a movie for 5 points and the year it came out for 1 more point. And then I give you 2 facts about the movie. And then we move on to the music game. How about that? Let's get to it. What do you think? What do you think? You're doing pretty good. Well, I'll show these scores in a little bit. Okay, here are the 2 lines. You ready? 10 ought to do it. You think we need 1 more? All right, we'll get 1 more. That's line number 1. Line number 2. We'll need Saul. He won't do it. Got out of the game a year ago. What, he get religion? No, ulcers. The 2 characters, or let's see, what does that say? Linus Caldwell and Rusty Ryan, the 2 actors, George Clooney and Julia Roberts. You probably have this.
I knew it
from the first. That's a pretty good clue on that first one.
It is.
But we'll while you can pause or think about it, let's look at these scores because we got some good ones. Now, let's see. We got Big Dog and Yimmy have perfect scores, but there's you're man.
Yeah.
You got an 11.
See?
Holy shit.
And
Holy shit.
If I guessed with my intuition on the one, I'd have 12. Remember
that's right.
Changed my year.
Okay, what's the name of this movie?
Ocean's 11.
Ocean's 11 is correct. Tiny gets 5 more points. Now, what year did Ocean's 11 come out?
I'm going to fuck this up. I
Yeah,
always
probably.
do. You know, and by the way, I didn't know, not to go on a side note here, but, with Rob Reiner being in the news a lot lately, I didn't know that was his dad.
Oh, you did?
I did not know that until all this stuff happened.
His dad was one of the funniest fuckers in the world. He was hilarious. And okay, I don't think I'm going to get I don't think I'm going to get into my 2 damn things, but when I was reading all the trivia about it, there was one person who couldn't get through the scenes because his father was so funny. He just kept laughing the whole time.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
He plays a great character in that. I really like him. I'm just going to go with, because it was a first number, 2004. I really don't know.
Close.
Fuck.
2001. 2001.
I thought it was sooner than that too, but oh well.
All right. Well, let's see. The lead cast members lived at the Bellagio during the filming.
Wow.
Each in a 7,000 square foot villa.
Right.
Tough to be an actor.
Boy,
huh?
I tell you. Oh, you need me to sit for 10 hours till my lines come?
Right,
Okay.
right.
Jesus. Well, let me hang out at the pool with Julia Roberts all day.
Yeah, that would be tough in her heyday.
Right, exactly. I guess I could pull that.
Yeah,
off.
and there were probably one other chicks in Vegas hanging around.
Right.
That wouldn't have fuck him in a moment's notice. God damn, what a life. Huh? We should have gone to acting school.
Yes.
We can do this. We can fucking act. We're acting now. We're pretending like we're having a good fucking time. We're acting. Give us a 7,000 foot. If they could only see the damn cathedral.
Oh,
where
if they only knew.
Yeah,
man.
Yeah, I'll tell you.
Uh-huh.
Okay. Now, the cast also gambled during their off hours.
Oh,
that doesn't surprise you. George Clooney. This is hard to do. George Clooney once lost 25 consecutive hands of blackjack.
Holy shit.
That's almost impossible.
I agree.
Almost impossible.
Wow. Damn.
But okay, there you go. That is Ocean's 11, 2001. We'll be back with a music game.
Fun for everyone.
Welcome back. Now we're in the music game. This is week 3, season 5. And in the music game, I sing some lyrics. And I got to admit, I have this song today in my head, but it just hasn't been coming out right. Maybe it'll do a little better here, but don't expect much. But anyway, I sing the lyrics, and then you try to guess the name of the song. That's 3 points. The artist or the group, that's 2 points. And the year it came out is 1 point. And in season 5, the extra special thing is everything is my alma mater, Kent State related. Mm-hmm. Everything is Kent State related. Mm-hmm. So that maybe it'll give you a hint, and maybe it won't. Hopefully you get this week's, because next week's.
Oh, no.
I had no fucking clue. But we'll worry about that. Okay, you ready? You ready for the lyrics? I think you're going to get this one.
Okay.
I have a mansion, forget the price. Ain't never been there, they tell me it's nice. I live in hotels, tear out the walls. I have accountants, pay for it all. They say I'm crazy, but I have a good time. I'm just looking for clues at the scene of the crime. Da-da-da, to me so far. You know this one?
I do. I didn't know that was the name of the song, though.
Okay, that's the name of the song. Well, before you tell, you can pause if you're in this contest. And real quick, we'll put up the scores. And, boy, we have some good scores here, too. Flies Bro and Paul G and 3-Pack are all perfect. Yimmy and Big Dog, damn, everybody's doing pretty well here. Except for, well, Teddy Roosevelt's in last place, kind of like always. What's the name of this song?
I'm gonna guess because I didn't know that was it. Life's Been Good.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Okay, I didn't know that was the name of that song.
Who sings Life's Been Good?
Is this the dude that ended up? Was he in the Eagles at one point? You're not gonna say.
I'm not giving them a clue. I'm not giving you a clue, but it's Kent State related.
I can't think of the dude's name. I'm gonna say Don Henley because I can't think of who the fuck it is.
Yeah, you knew it, but you fucked up.
Yeah,
because he's still a member of the Eagles. Joe Walsh.
God damn it. Walsh. He's been on Howard. I could picture him talking and on Howard. I could think of his fucking name.
And what's the connection? Joe Walsh attended Kent State. He's
right.
older than me. He's older than me. But
I knew that too.
He still played in town when I was there, though. Because he was with the James Gang for a long time, but now he did this one on his own.
Yeah,
this was kind of between James Gang and Eagles, I think. What year do you think this was?
So the Eagles did 2 greatest hits albums. The one it's blue with the eagle face on the front, and I want to say those were the years from like 71 to 75, and then he's on the other one, I think. So I'm going to say 77.
Ooh, 78. Yeah. Remember, if you get one, either way, we're not Price is Right. We're a little more lenient here.
Yep.
So if you said 77, 78, or 79, you get that point.
Nice.
So Tiny comes up with a 4.
I'll take it.
4. Yeah. You should have got Joe Walsh, though, I thought.
I should have. Okay. That should have been the easiest part of it.
Yeah, it should have been.
Fucking thing.
Life's Been Good. Joe Walsh, 1978. Next week's song won't be quite so easy. I don't think you have a chance next week. You don't have a chance. And I'm not sure how many of you do either. We'll be back. Last week I didn't have an Argy Bargy, but I got something to bitch about next. You hear horror stories about people's mother-in-law, but you like your mother-in-law. I think I really like her. I like your mother-in-law. Yeah, and my mother, same thing. I've never had a problem. Never had a problem. She's still living. Good woman. She's not doing so well now. Who knows? She's in her 90s. Yeah. Who knows how much longer she has? She's staying at this assisted living home, not far from the cathedral, right where we are. We're recording, and we got a notice about a week ago where her rent of $6,000 a month got put up to $12,000 a month, and if she can't come up with that, she's out by February 1st.
Oh, I didn't realize that.
Yeah. Now, what the fuck is that shit? The poor woman, like I said, how much time does she have left? Yeah. I don't know, but this has to, if we find her another place, it can't be good for her. She's a little scared where she is now. They put her in a new place, and Zelda's pissed off about it.
She doesn't like it either.
No, I'm pissed off too, Zelda. And I've looked into it a little bit, and apparently, legally, they can do it. But damn, is there no human decency? Do they just want to give her a death sentence, which is basically what they're doing, raising from $6,000 to $12,000? What the fuck is that? I hope the new owners go broke, and I hope somehow they get a gerbil stuck up their ass, and it runs around for days and weeks and months. Screw them. Fuck you. That's my Argy Bargy.
For stopping by the Dive Bar Show. We hope you
welcome back. Pittsburgh Dive Bar Talk. Some say this is our most popular segment. It's certainly the most Dive Bar Talk segment for sure, because some people don't like this segment, they claim, but we're replicating a damn dive bar, and this goes on. We stay away from politics and religion, and we don't even go sports too hard, but you can't stay away from this because it wouldn't be Dive Bar Talk.
That's right.
Okay, so this one I came up with two that most of you won't know. How about that? Usually it's two people you know, but you'll see the pictures right now. It's McKinzie Roth versus Maria Montgomery. They're both TV spokespeople right now. And if you're from Cleveland, you know who McKinzie is because she's been there forever. I want to see you in a Ken Ganley Kia. And then Maria has been doing West Shore Homes, and just
with our buddy Joe.
Yeah, that's right. She's replaced him, and boy, what a good replacement. Yeah.
You got to go. That's how I'd want to go.
We both like Joe, but I'd much rather have Maria.
Absolutely. Yes, no doubt.
Okay, so I'll read you some comments, and then for McKinzie, one guy said, by far the toughest choice. I'd like to swing for the fences and go for both, but he took McKinzie.
Yeah.
Both are knockouts. McKinzie looks a little milfier, he said.
Oh, okay.
One guy said, when in doubt, go for the blonde. And one said, McKinzie looks slutty. Wow. How about that?
Okay. And McKenzie's the blonde, right? Okay, I thought so.
Now, these went for Maria. Maria's more natural. McKinzie, a bit thick in the thighs. That's kind of a tough critic right there. One said, I'll take Maria for 1,000. That should be way more than 1,000 in my book. One took Maria, but loved both. And one said, Maria, she has a Stanley mug. What does that mean exactly?
It's the thing, like the coffee, you know. All right. Yeah, all the guys in the mill used to bring their coffee in Stanleys, and now that's like the chic thing. Is these kids all want these fucking mugs.
And now, a comment to Adora and a titty guru, the same person. I don't think we tried to. And now, because of these two are not famous, I don't think he could be the titty guru. So he just said, I always go for the shuttle or Kia spokes whores. They know how to sell cars to horny guys. Which Very true.
Yeah,
Very true.
Yeah.
And then we got Mr. Harrelson.
There he is.
Mr. Harrelson came through.
There he is.
He said, and this will, he actually informed us a little bit here too.
Okay.
McKinzie went to Indiana and Montgomery went to Kentucky. So they both know something about basketballs. Mm-hmm. And either could get my little pebbles loaded up enough to think I got basketballs below my fun stick. Oh, Mr. Harrelson has more. Don't worry about that.
Well, he sure does. Sheesh.
But I'm going to go with McKinzie. I saw her in one of her photos, and she's got that thing that makes me want to make her Mrs. Harrelson number 4.
Whoa.
And that's true. That's true. He has 3. And then he went on. Factory air, that wonderful female attribute where there's an open triangle with the joy zone where their thighs are together. And trust me, it's a joy to stick such a woman in a windstorm and hear a whistle.
Wow. Wow.
Yeah, Mr. Harrelson, he was informative and then philosophical.
Yeah, of course. Would you expect anything less?
No, usually he gets right to the point. So anyway, okay, McKinzie, the blonde, Maria, the dark-haired woman. Once again, we put very little effort into this because we know Mr. Harrelson and A Comment to Adore and others have made their comments. So what do you say?
I only knew the one when you sent these to me, and those 2 photos were just awesome. But I did a little more research at that point. They both have some pretty good photos out there of each other.
Yes, they do.
So that didn't help either. And so when it comes down to that kind of stuff, Maria checks way more boxes for me just being the brunette. If all else being equal, I'm going with the brunette. Whether she's even natural, I can't tell, but that's my vote.
Okay, he goes with Maria.
I couldn't differentiate from the photos because I was like, well, look at that. Every time I'd find one on the other, I was like, well, this one's just as good.
Maria
checks
every box I've ever had in my life. Every box I've ever had in my life.
Yeah.
But, as you know, I go up to Ohio quite a bit. I've been watching McKinzie. I Want to See It and a Ken Ganley Kia, and I've had a hard-on for a decade, fucking decade. Yeah. And even though Maria, I should take Maria, but there's just this thing about McKinzie that I had to take her. I had to take her.
I get it.
But for the final score, it wasn't a blowout, but and I understand it totally. Mm-hmm. Maria wins 30-18.
Oh,
30-18. I think everyone liked them both, but you got to choose one, and I certainly. She checks every box, but it's just my last 10 years. I didn't know who Maria was 2 years ago.
Right.
And I've been watching Kinsey for all that time.
Yeah. Well, and whoever said it, this has been one of the harder ones we've had in a while for sure, I think. Yeah.
So Maria goes into that tournament. Maybe we will have it this year. Maybe we will. Maybe this is the year.
Right.
But Kinsey, she goes into Hell's Half Acre next week.
I can't wait.
Next week. Me neither. Me neither. That's we'll be back with Samurai Cheddar.
Thanks for stopping by the Dive Bar Show. We hope you had some fun. Stop again.
Welcome back, Samurai Cheddar. Now, I don't know if anyone noticed, I'm drinking these big cans. I'm going to bring that up in maybe next week or the week after.
Okay.
I'm going to talk a little bit more about that. So, things have changed a little bit. And believe it or not, there's something I'm pissed off about. But that has nothing to do with Samurai Chatter this week. We're talking about our favorite smells. And I didn't go through, there are so many, but I'm just going to go through some of what people said. Oh, boy, I hit this thing, didn't I?
Yeah.
Oh, geez.
Uh-oh.
Of course, we won't edit that out because we don't edit.
Nope.
We don't edit. Okay, some favorite smells. Now, okay, this first one, I'm going to give you the first one. It was weird. I surveyed my 5-year-old grandson, not my 2-year-old, my 5-year-old.
Yep.
He said noodles.
Oh,
do you like noodles?
I like
okay,
noodles.
You're okay with that?
I'll take it. I'll take it.
Okay, that's the only one I thought was kind of weird. Okay. Oh, no, these are just.
I'm a Pollock, so I mean, like noodles get me excited.
Okay. Honeysuckle, pine trees, vanilla. These are all answers I got when I asked people. Lavender, rosemary, sauteing food, women's hair, steaks on a grill, fresh pumpkin pie, newly mown grass.
That's a
like
good
that?
one. That's a good one.
Grease frying in McDonald's. Yeah, I wasn't expecting that, but
that's a different.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Lilac bushes on a warm summer night.
Wow.
Yeah, that's pretty good. Of course, you're not going to smell lilac bushes right now in the middle of the fucking winter.
They're frozen.
Chanel number 5. Thanksgiving dinner. A freshly changed and powdered baby. I wasn't expecting that either. Fresh. We're back, we think. Now, we don't know exactly where it cut off, but it doesn't matter. I got 2 votes for freshly baked cookies, 2 votes for the beach, 3 votes for bread baking. Bread baking. Now, this is a little weird. I asked my wife and a former girlfriend, and they both said the beach and bread baking. So do you think I'm attracted to people that like those things? Do you think there's something there?
I don't know, man.
I don't know either. I found it a little weird. I didn't tell my wife. Boy, my old girlfriend said the same thing. But anyway, that's what we have there for favorite smells or scents or aromas, whatever you want to call it. What do you have to say here?
I don't know if there anything here is entertaining, but I had one crossover that somebody else mentioned is steaks on a grill is a pretty impressive. I like that one a lot. So that'd make my list. This goes back to another, I think it was sound. I love the smell of 2-stroke exhaust, like on a dirt bike. The sound is awesome. The smell is amazing too.
Really?
I love it. It's.
I don't think a lot of people would say that, though. Do you think?
I don't know why that is, but I just.
Hey, it's not wrong. Nobody's wrong here. Yeah. That's the beauty. And to tell you the truth, I the only one I wasn't sure about was noodles. Not that they're bad. If they have a little Italian tomato sauce, it would be better for me. But
sure.
Okay,
I'm sure there's nostalgia there because it brings me back to when we were used to ride all the time, and when we were younger, going riding and stuff. I'm sure that probably has something to do with it, but whatever. And the other one, the last one, I'll give is the smell of pipe tobacco.
Oh, that is smoked. Good. Wow.
My uncle Dean, as long as I knew him, in his basement, he smoked his pipe in his chair in the basement. He had a TV down there. He was a huge Penn State fan. We'd always watch football down there. And it was one of those, you came into his house, you came in through his garage, and you took one step down and then one step into the basement. And as soon as you crossed the threshold into his garage, you could smell that pipe. I was like, oh, that's so awesome.
Yeah, no, the pipes are good.
It was and he'd just be sitting there smoking his pipe. He didn't give a shit. He didn't give a fuck about anything else going on. He had his TV, watching the game, and his pipe, and that's all he cared about.
My father smoked the pipe.
Yeah.
I love that too. I tried it for a while. The problem is you have to keep lighting it, and I didn't like the work involved. But no, the smell is good, and that was. I should bring it back because I can. You see me smoking a cigar here, and I really like it. I just mentioned this to Tiny.
Yeah,
I look so forward to these podcasts because this is during the winter. This is about the only time because I can't smoke it in my house because my wife doesn't like it, which I understand.
Sure,
but she was always okay with pipe smoking.
Yeah,
but it was just too much work for me.
I couldn't do it. Yep.
Okay, but this just goes to show how many good smells there really are. Okay, I'm going to give 3. I like a bonfire, wood.
That's a good one.
Sometime you drive by and someone's burning wood, and that's
a great one.
Okay, and then one other guy said this, but he said it might be too racy. I said, well, I'll take this, but it's some coochie, not all of it, but. Some is really, really good.
That's fair.
And not that we should be coaching women, but damn, if you want that happening, do a little work down there. I mean,
fair.
Damn.
That's good advice.
But to be honest, if you're, I don't know how many 18-year-old women we have watched this show, but you're okay. And then I got one more.
Uh-oh.
Your own farts.
Oh, there it is.
Other people's farts aren't any good, but your own. And okay, you think that's gross, but think about it. Yeah, your own smells okay. Now, but here's a little advice for you, okay?
Go ahead.
this is whether you're taking a crap or farting. It smells good to you, but don't walk out and come back because then it's horrible. I don't know why that is, but as soon as you leave the area and come back, no, it is rotten, just rotten. But while you stay within your bubble, you're okay. You're okay.
Right.
So that's what I got.
Those are
good.
good.
Yeah, they're good. I don't know how entertaining that was, but maybe it made you think of some things in your life. Okay.
Yep.
We do have Groucho Marx quote here.
Yeah.
Groucho said, "He may look like an idiot and he may talk like an idiot, but don't let that fool you. He really is an idiot." Groucho had a way with words.
He sure did.
Yeah. Okay. That brings us to a close of number 139 and whatever the name of this is now. And we'll be back next week because we are the hardest working podcast in 4 states. 3 states, the tri-state area, North Carolina, thanks to Tom McKelmon, and Suriname. And we might come up with something else, but we might not. But we will be back next week. See you then.
Dive Bar Show to see Tiny, the Prince, and everyone.